All right, guys, I did promise you an editorial, and I forgot. I was watching Django Unchained, which I'm going to go back to and continue to watch. But I do have an editorial for you. It did happen over the weekend in Utah. Speaking of Utah, there's a documentary on Hulu that I was going to watch called Skinwalker Ranch. I watched like 15 or 20 minutes of it, and I'm like, really? What is this about, you know? Apparently, Skinwalker Ranch in Utah is supposed to be like the biggest paranormal ranch in the U.S. or something. I don't know. You guys let me know. Anybody from Utah have been to Skinwalker Ranch? I guess there's armed guards out in front that won't let anybody near it, or I don't know. But our editorial does come from Utah, happened over the weekend. I read this thing, and I've read it, and I went to other news mediums and read, and there's a couple of them I'm going to give you here. I'm going to put a link to 2 stories in the description box below so you can go read it for yourself. The comments section will be open for us to discuss this. Just looking at this gives more questions than answers. I'm going to give it to you, and then we're going to maybe discuss it for a minute or two and see if we can get some answers here. But Salt Lake Tribune, thank you, Salt Lake Tribune, for this story. A unified police officer fatally shot a 28-year-old man early Saturday in Taylorsville. Police said the man was shot around 4 a.m. near the 6000 block of South 3200 West. The victim was identified as Brian Pena of Salt Lake City. Police spokeswoman Sergeant Melody Gray told Fox 13 that officers were originally called to the area because of a report of gunfire. Police saw a suspicious car and tried to stop it, but it kept driving. Officers didn't try to chase the car, but it crashed nearby. Officers followed the driver, Pena, who attempted to run away from the crash. Police shot him in some kind of confrontation in a vacant home's backyard, Gray told Fox 13. Salt Lake City Police will investigate the shooting. For more, visit Fox 13. So it says for more, visit Fox 13. Let's go to Fox 13 and see if they give us more. So I go to Fox 13. I'm going to put both of Salt Lake Tribune and Fox 13 now. I'm going to put the link to their stories in the description box below. But I go to Fox 13 now, and it doesn't give me any more information. It's the same thing I just read to you. The same thing. I mean, the wording is a little different. It does talk about a vehicle was seen fleeing the area, which was relayed to Kearns officers. But other than that, the vehicle struck a median and came to rest near a street sign. That's more, I guess. An altercation happened in the backyard of the vacant home where officers fired their weapons, killing Pena. Now, they're conducting an investigation into the shooting, but there's so many questions on this, and I know my trolls are going to love this. Well, you didn't give us anything, man. I don't have anything to give you. I've read like 4 different stories on this. Fox, Salt Lake Tribune, I've read a couple other ones. And they're all saying the same thing happened. The questions are, was he armed? What was the altercation that did happen in that backyard? Was he not armed? Did he have a gun? Did he have a knife? Did he pick up a rake? What happened to cause him to get shot in a vacant home's backyard? Now, it said they responded to a call of shots fired. We have shots fired calls here all the time in town. And usually it's some young kid that's throwing an M80 or other firecracker out the window of his car. Boom! And people go, oh my God, shots fired. They do it all the time. I think they do it so that they can rush home and open Facebook and go, hey, look, they're talking about it. That's me. That's me. I think that's why they do it, because you'll hear a loud boom, and then you'll see people talking about shots fired, and then somebody will go, it's a firecracker, dummy. And sometimes the police don't even respond anymore. They're just like, well, if we get another call, we'll go out there. Because it's just firecrackers. So could that have been what it was? Because if it was shots fired and he was leaving the area, who was he firing at? In the air? At a coyote? At a wolf? At somebody else? If he was firing at somebody else, who was the other person? Because it doesn't say in the story, any of the stories, that anybody called saying they got shot at. It just says there were shots fired in the area. Well, we have shots fired all the time here. We have a canyon back here. small canyon, and the coyotes run through there. And sometimes you'll hear it in the middle of the night, boom, 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 like whoa, somebody's shooting at the coyotes. Get them away from their pets. But I don't know. I want to know what you guys think in the comment section below. Here's a guy. It doesn't say he was armed. It just says there were shots fired. Call. That's all it says. Then he crashes his car. Then there's some type of altercation in a vacant home's backyard, and he's shot dead. Doesn't say they found a weapon. You know, a lot of these stories, it'll say police found a weapon, da-da-da-da, or whatever. This one isn't saying anything. And I'm wondering why. I want to know what you guys think. Community Leo Watch, watching Leos. That's law enforcement officers from coast to coast, giving you this one on a Sunday. And I think this one gives us more questions than answers. Happy Sunday, guys. Remember, stay in. Don't go out, or you're going to get sick.